Good. Hello, everybody. Brother Ed coming to you once again from Louisville, Kentucky. And this is what's really going on in the news that you can use. I'm going to try and keep this brief. It's a little bit cool out here. We had a lot of rain yesterday. It cooled things down. At any rate, Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, a federal court, has ruled that the federal government does have the right to tell you that you can not conceal carry, even with a permit, or open carry, even with a permit. Well, thank God it hasn't gotten there yet here in Kentucky. I hope it doesn't. At any rate, I would suggest hiding your firearms, if you have any, in a secure place where they cannot be found or noticed. I've told you in the past a good way to do that. I'm going to tell you again. Bury them. Bury them. Put something on top of it, plant, what have you, in a pot, what is a good way to do it. So you know where they are, but nobody else is going to know. That pot can be made out of anything to throw people off. At any rate, that's what I suggest. I would put them in a plastic bag or something, so they don't get damaged. But that's what I would do. If you're going to bury them in your backyard, do it at night. If I would suggest burying them someplace where nobody's going to know where they are, where nobody can possibly see what you're doing. Just, you never know who's watching even at night. At any rate, if you don't have any firearms and you can afford to maybe get some BB guns, I would suggest going to Daisy.com. They will securely check you out so that nobody knows what you're buying. You can get an air rifle that does not require CO2 tanks that shoots 350 feet per second. That's a good amount of pressure behind a small projectile. That's not going to kill anybody. If at all possible, you don't want to do that if you don't have to. But it will definitely put them in enough pain that they're going to be thinking about nothing but that, just long enough that you can subdue them if needed. You can also get an air pistol that shoots 240 feet per second, which is also still a pretty good amount of pressure to cause a good amount of pain. That's my suggestion. There are several stealth weapons you can get. Quite a few websites you can get a reasonably priced crossbow. You can get a very reasonably priced professional hunting slingshots that can get attachments. You can get attachments for those that even allow for fishing and what have you. All of these are good things to have. But all I'm saying is you need to be prepared, because you could very well wind up having to not only protect your family but your property very soon. I got a feeling what we saw last year wasn't even the beginning of what we could very well see this year. And with everything that's going on, I would just be prepared, because food prices are going up. People are at food banks more often than they're at the grocery store. And with all of the delays in shipping containers, we got some problems. The Suez Canal is getting absolutely nothing going through it now. Somehow, for some reason, it is blocked. And that's a good portion of the food being shipped around the world, including to us. Not to mention the fact that the United States is selling so much of its food to China instead of keeping it here like we should be doing, like so many countries are doing, because they have some sense. Our government doesn't have any. At any rate, a lot of things going on. What I've mentioned so far isn't even the tip of the iceberg. So, what you need to do the same thing I tell you every day. Be in the Word, because we all need encouragement. I don't know about you, but I'm not getting that from people at this point. Not a whole lot, very little. Be in prayer for divine intervention, because we definitely need it now, and we need it more every day. Be as well prepared as you can be at all times, because worst case possible scenarios are coming, and they're likely not far off. So, till next time, Brother Ed, signing out with love.